Nasa inyo eh, nasa leader eh, nasa hepe, nasa PD, nasa RT. Di ba? Encouragement to accomplish a lot of things, but in a right way. Di ba? Sabi ng Presidente, labanan natin, lagi natin labanan ang mali at masama at lagi natin ipagtanggol ang tama at mabuti. And under Executive Order number 226, Section 1, precisely, neglect of duty under the Doctrine of Command Responsibility. Assigned to any government official or supervisor or officer of the Philippine National Police or that of any other law enforcement agency that be held accountable for neglect of duty under the Doctrine of Command Responsibility. He has knowledge that a crime or offense should be committed, is being committed, or has been committed by his subordinates or by others within his area of responsibility, and despite such knowledge, he did not take preventive or corrective action either before, during, or immediately after its commission. And that's the reason why we have a investigation like this, because we wanted to find out if all the laws and orders that were executed by the different agencies are being implemented. And we haven't seen any wrong with the laws that we have right now. Only that rule governing the transfer of the members of our PNP to their place of where they were born. Yun yung ating tinitignan ng mga advantage and disadvantages. And we'd like to direct the PNP, especially Chief PNP Marvin, sana po ma-consider yung mga ganitong mga klase ng transfer of our PNP. I think it's high time that we have to review the ruling of the PNP. Kasi pag binabasa ko itong Executive Order number 226, saka yung 9169, wala akong masyadong makitang dito to be amended. It's more of the implementation of the law. Strict implementation and the guidance of the superior of the areas. Nasa inyo eh, nasa leader eh, nasa hepe, nasa PD, nasa RT. Di ba? Encouragement to accomplish a lot of things, but in a right way. Di ba? Sabi ng Presidente, labanan natin, lagi natin labanan ang mali at masama at lagi natin ipagtanggol ang tama at mabuti. Pag sinabi niya. So lastly, dahil mag-start na po yung ating second issue, po si Congressman Alan, si Congresswoman Lumistro, si Congressman Jojo Lara, and siguro bago natin tapusin, sige, pabigyan ko lang muna yung mga biktima natin na nandito. I think karapat-dapat lang po na kayo po ay bigyan ng pagkakataon para magkaroon po ng muling pananalita because we are closing this issue. We have already tackled a lot of things. And basically, we have found out that there are certain elements of our PNP organization that have been abuse of authority. And I know that the PNP will do their required in order to merit the right penalty. Sige, sa mga manifestation, Congressman Carabs. Sige. Pwede din. Sige. Bigyan muna natin pagkakataon. You want to say something sa ating po mga pagkakataon? Wala na po ba kayong sasabihin before we end? Because we will put a closure on the issue of San Juan. And I hope that, kasi alam nyo, sa totoo lang, ang dami namin hinihiling dito na hindi namin mabigyan ng closure kasi nga, sa dami po ng mga resolutions and bills that we have to discuss, we need to close this one. So kung meron po kayo sasabihin, please review a moment, please.
Gusto ko lang pong magpasalamat sa komitibang ito sa pagdinig po sa kaso po ni Brian Laresma. At lumabas po ang katotohanan dito po sa pagdinig na ito. At sana po ang pakiusap lang po namin dun sa mga PNP, wag nyo na po sanang kausapin si Brian tungkol sa mga kung ano ng mga salaysay. Mayroon na po kaming sariling attorney. Adrian, mayroon na po kaming sariling attorney na sila na po ang sasagot sa lahat ng query ninyo. Yun lang po. At maraming salamat po. At sana po ay makamit din namin ang katarungan pagdating sa korte.
And the President himself said, lagi po nating mahalin ang Pilipinas at mahalin ang mga Pilipino. Anyway, all right. So, Congressman Carabs, you have last manifestation. And after this, we will be suspending the hearing for a few minutes. For those who are not involved on the POGO issue, you can leave in a while. And then those who are the resource speakers for the POGO are invited to go inside. Okay, Congressman Carab.
Chairman, last na lang, Chairman. Kasi, Chairman, medyo nakakalito lang because the name, yun nga, sinabi ni Chairman Akop, but of course, it's up to the investigation of the provincial director, no? And of course, the IAS, with regards to the person named Franklin Trinidad. Because during the previous hearing, as I have observed with Sergeant Trinidad, when asked about when you presented, no, as some data with regards to a certain Franklin Trinidad, and the confirmed that indeed it was his brother, medyo may mga ano doon na parang pinagtatakpan. Now, ang problema dito, Mr. Chairman, yung question of the jury that Chairman Akop raised a while ago, that question of the presence of the asset or this certain Franklin Trinidad is being used by the police. Now, that's number one, Mr. Chairman. And second, Mr. Chairman, yung question of yung kay Colonel, no, yung sa Chief of Police. Until now, I am not yet satisfied with the answer of Makaraig, no, with regards to that. And of course, yung tinanong ko kanina na if indeed may dalawang sachet na nakuha si Perez, Mr. Chairman. Yeah. So, but Mr. Chairman, I think if I suggest, Mr. Chairman, that the investigation of PD and IAS with regards to this incident, now we'll focus with this certain Franklin for this committee, for those questions by this committee to be answered, PD, no? Kasi ito ngayon yung missing eh. Itong si Franklin, medyo pinagtatakpan ng kapatid in the last hearing. Now, and dito sa affidavit na Makaraig, lumabas yung pangalan. Kaya nga, medyo nagduda rin ako dun sa statement ni Chairman Akop na wala yung asset. Ito yung Franklin. But of course, PD, I will not go deeper on that. It's up to you to investigate na lang po and justify this person. Why is he in the affidavit of Makaraig? Okay? Now, second, Mr. Chairman, isa pang problema is with regards to the PDEA watch list. Now, wala yun sa watch list. Now, it's now a question again of the motive. Kung wala doon, bakit inoperate? Diba? Bakit inoperate yung balot? Kaya tinatanong ko si Perez, ulit-ulit yung question sa 2 sa C. Kasi wala daw, sabi ni PDEA, wala sa watch list. And if he's not in the watch list, bakit niya inoperate? Now, kung nasa record niyo yun, record ng police. Kasi usually that is the justification of the police. And then nasa record po namin. But you are obliged, di ba? You are obliged to report it on record sa PDEA. Kaya nga nagpo-coordinate tayo sa PDEA. Di ba, before the operation, we coordinate with PDEA doon sa pre-ops kasi kailangan ma-validate din if indeed a certain biome, a ballot, is indeed with the watch list of PDEA. Ngayon, ang tanong dito, kung hindi sa watch list, no, I am not concluding that he's not a pusher or a selling drugs. So, but what I'm saying is, kung hindi siya talaga sa watch list, hindi siya talaga pusher, anong motibo? Ba't inoperate nyo? But that's PD. That's still a question that should be answered in this committee. Para po doon sa committee report na gawin namin, President Chairman, at least po mag-talyo namin the involvement of those persons, no? And explanation why ballot was not in the PDEA, still the operative of San Juan Police Station operates ballot. And eventually, unfortunately, namatay yung ballot. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, para magkaroon ng clarity yung yung isang issue ng tungkol kay Franklin. I think the very issue there was dalawa yung dalawa yung kaninang parang isa meron silang asset. Yung kapatid naman niya ni Jefferson sa Unidad, allegedly involved sa using of drugs at the same time buying. Sinunod nila yun, si Franklin na Trinidad, but meron silang isang asset also that will mag-propose as a posture buyer. Fortunately, nagpang-abot na doon sa tulay, kaya halos lahat na-adjust. Naantay nila yung sa PDEA, hindi dumarating. Kaya nung nalaman nila si Franklin na doon sa tulay, doon na pumasok yung sila makarating. I really don't know, no? Binasa ko lang yung affidavit. And basically, yun yung nakita ko, no? And yun na nga yung sinasabi ko kanina, yung involvement ng kapatid, because they were assigned doon sa munisipyo na kung saan merong pamilya, merong mga kaibigan, and basically, yung procedure ng PNP na ibalik sila dahil nga nakakatipid tayo, tapos nagkakaroon ng sama-sama yung mga pamilya. But in here, na-involve din yung feeling doon sa criminal activity ng kanyang kapatid. So somehow, nag-ano tayo na rin sa batas or sa ruling ng ating PNP on how to deal with this. Di ba? Kaya nagkaroon ng ganong emotion si Sergeant Trinidad, and that have to be corrected by the PNP. Dito sa inyong executive order or whatever ruling the PNP have, kailangan nating ayusin po. So, I hope that the organization of the PNP will be submitting to this Congress some new procedures on this policy that are being implemented by the PNP organization. I think we have served a purpose. The committee have find out that there are certain rules that have to be amended, like for that one. But Executive Order number 226, the Republic Act 9165 is so strong that needs no amendment. Implementation lang. So, with that, ang ating members, maraming salamat.